I am Slick Nick, your personal hairline hero, your personal red pill Chad dad. Let's get a little bit deep on this one. This is a comment that came in, and I feel that it's worth talking about. And this is a video I made a while back that was called Question and Answer, Is Gray Hair in My Teens or 20s a Sign That I Will Not Go Bald? So you can check that out if you want to. But someone left a comment yesterday saying, quote, please God, let me keep my hair until my 30s. Please, I beg you. And then they have the emoji of the praying hands. Let's talk about that, because what's funny is I get that comment probably at least once a week. Like someone has a public prayer begging God for them not to go bald. And yeah, 30 often is the age that they give. I think that's interesting. I'm 10 years beyond that, but they think that if they can make it till age 30, they're going to be okay. So let's sort that out. Let's unpack that. So, first thing I would say is, would you really be happy if you can make it till age 30? If you care so much about not going bald, you're probably still going to care at age 30. Because what about 30 makes it okay? That, you're married or you're more established in your career or something like that, and then you turn 30 and then you suddenly go bald, and then, oh, too bad. She already married me. She stuck with me. Oh, I did well in my career because I had hair. As if that were a thing. Oh, I'm bald now. Well, I'm already got this role and I got my raise, so I'm okay. Like that thinking I can't even relate to. But then there's also, I'll say, the spiritual aspect of it. And that is God answering that prayer. So billions of people on the planet, lots of people starving, lots of people having disease, natural disasters, lots of people being kidnapped, tortured. If you're born in South or North Korea, there's a good chance you were born into a torture camp because your grandfather disrespected the king or whatever it was. All kinds of horrible things going on, right? Human trafficking. And then there's this guy who says, please God, don't let me go bald by the time I'm 30. I'm not God. Don't claim to be 1/1,000,000th of what God is in any extreme. But if I were God and I were answering prayers, and I heard that prayer, verse, God, please don't let them come kill us. God, please let us have enough food to make it through. Which prayer would I answer? Now, as God, He can answer anything. He can answer any prayer. But ultimately, prayers are often a reflection of us. Of whether we're being selfish or not, right? That's a lot of what life is. Are you selfish or are you more focused on other people? You know, to love God is to love your neighbor as yourself, is to serve other people. What's the meaning of life? To give life meaning by serving other people, by giving meaning to their life. So, ultimately, how is hair going to help you be a better person on this planet? Well, it'll make me more confident. Well, there's plenty of guys that just flat out shave their hair off and they actually become more confident. So what if God He audibly answered your prayer and He said, you know what? Why don't you just shave off your hair if that's the problem? I designed you. I gave you this DNA that determined you'd be going bald at a certain age. But why let that get in your way? If you want to enjoy this life I've given you, why don't you just take care of the problem and shave it off? And then imagine this irony. This same guy, I don't know how old he is, that left this comment, but let's just say he worries, let's say he's 20, and for the next 30 years he worries about it, and then 30, he's not bald. Hooray, glorious! So then he prays for another 10 years, and another 10 years. And during each of those 10 years, what happens? He's anxious, he's worrying, he's got stress going on in his life. And it's not good because he is blue pill focused on some kind of cure and chasing happiness instead of creating his own happiness. So even if God answered that prayer and said, okay, you won't go bald at age 30, it's still hanging over that person's head. Am I going to go bald? What about the next thing? What about the next thing? So even that prayer being answered is not ultimately going to fix anything. It's a matter of the heart. It's a matter of focusing on other people and not yourself. As far as prayers go, just think about this. Just think about this. Not that God only has a certain amount of prayers that he can answer. But how privileged, is that the word I can use here? How privileged are you that you get to let that be your prayer? God, please don't let me go bald by the time I'm 30. Imagine now the millions of prayers. Please, God, don't let this person die of this disease. Please don't let that terrorist group find our village. Please just let us have enough food and water to make it until I'm 30. Prayers like that, compared to something of such vanity. Such vanity. Comments belong right here.